Welcome to YOUCANIC. Today here in YOUCANIC we have a 2018 Toyota Rav4 with the 2.5 motor on it, or in it, and we have our check engine light is on, and we have a symptom of when you hit the gas pedal, the RPMs will go up, but when you let off the RPMs it drops down, and then it drops down again. And you can hear a weird air noise from the engine bay. And so we're gonna check our code and see what it does. So we have an OBD2 scanner hooked up to read the engine code. We're going to communicate with ECU, and then we're going to see what the code is. We're going to read that code. Stored codes. Our code is a it's a P0102, that our mass or volume airflow is low. And then it's saying that so we've got two codes that came up with this one. And then we have a P0113, is that the intake air temperature sensor circuit is high. And that's what we've got going on. So now with that code, we know that we will first start looking at the air system to make sure that all the hoses are connected properly and that we don't have any leaks there. And then we can go ahead, and if that's all good, then we'll just go ahead and replace the mass airflow sensor and see if that's what fixes it. So when we start the car starts just quite fine, but it's right here. You see that the idle, your idle might be a little rougher than you were used to. You see, when you rev it up and drop it, it drops to 1500, and then it drops to just above 100, and now it's going up and down. And that's because we've got something going on with the mass flow. And that with the mass airflow sensor, it is telling the computer how much fuel or how much air to mix and to make your engine run to its optimal. And so we're going to go over and look at the connections that go into the intake and make sure that those are good, and then go through the process of replacing the mass airflow sensor if everything else isn't. Everything else looks good. So up here on the engine box, or the air box, we have our air box right here. Then we have this sensor. This is our mass airflow sensor. And then we have this connection here. We're gonna make sure that that looks tight and good. And then there's gonna be another connection down here. We get some other light to make sure that looks good. And we don't have any holes, and the clamp looks clamped together. So that all seems to look really good. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this sensor out and go through how you would replace this and see if that fixes it. So this has just two screws in it. So we remove those two screws. Also, we need to unclip this electrical connector by squeezing and then pulling it away. And then we'll put that out, and then we'll be able to just pull this sensor out to be able to replace. It's one whole unit, this whole sensor. So we've got a new sensor, and we're gonna put it in. And again, we got the O-ring, and so we wanna make sure that we can get that O-ring to go in without pinching to make sure we have good seal. And just by moving it back and forth, we'll be able to get that O-ring to go in. A bit of moisture there, but try to keep as much moisture out of this as we possibly can to not give us the wrong readings. Put the two screws back in. Make sure you put this electric connector back up. Sometimes maybe when you change the air filter, you've done something, you've unhooked this, and then you forget to put it back up. That can be just the issue just as much. But we've replaced this sensor, and now we're going to go ahead and clear the code, and we're going to see if that's what we have done. Now we won't know immediately, but a few days down the road, if it does come back on, then we know maybe it was just the sensor. If it does come back on, we'll have to look and more investigation of why the sensor is coming on and what is causing the bad air readings in our vehicle. So that's how you would replace that mass airflow sensor. Now let's go in and delete the code and see that everything is running. So we're back in the engine bay, or back in the car, and we have our key on in the on position, but the engine not started right this minute. And we're going to read the code, or we're going to erase that code, or the codes, because there was the 2 codes that came on. And then we're going to escape out of here. And now we'll start the vehicle. And the light is off right now. That's not going to be a guarantee that it stays off, because we're still going to need to run it through its cycles, drive it down the road a few days, and make sure that it doesn't come back on, where you can sit here and continue to start and off, start and off, start and off. But you still need to have real driving to be able to get it. See that when we raise the RPM and then we drop it, it goes right down. You know, might actually hesitate a little bit there too, but no, it more resets right back to our 1000 RPM. And see, when that sensor was going off, our RPM actually was above 1000. Now that can be different in every case, but in this case we just started with the mass airflow sensor, and if anything else happens, we'll address more issues if we need to. Thanks for watching YOUCANIC, where you can be the mechanic.